What's going on, YouTube family? Back at you guys again with another video. Today's video is going to be based on private label, and it has to do with a question that I've been getting very consistently lately, and that has mainly from my students, and that is, how do I choose my first product? Because out of all the products out there, it can be pretty confusing, brain overloading, with choosing the right product for your first product. Okay, there's many things you can do to really help you narrow down which product you should start off with. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly the processes I use when finding a new product. This works especially well for beginners. I have all my students do this, and it really helps you pick a great product, because most of the time when people are first getting into private label, they're excited, they're ready to go, and they rush things. They rush the product research part of this whole process, which is the most important process, because if you don't have a good product, there's not much things you can do to make it sell super well. Yes, it might sell, but you want to pick products that are selling consistently, doing good amount of volume, good amount of sales, so on and so forth. So picking that first product and getting off to a good start is super important. You don't want to rush the product research process, because when I first started, I picked a great product. My pictures sucked, my listings sucked, but it was still selling because the product itself was great. It had a good market, good demand. So in this video, I want to show you guys the process I go through when kind of breaking down certain products and choosing the perfect one to start with. So the first step is going to be find your niche. Obviously, in 2019, we want to build a brand on Amazon. We don't want to just sell random products. Okay, so you want to pick your niche, whether that's barbecue, grilling niche, lawn and garden niche, a pet product niche, a health and beauty niche, so on and so forth. You want to find which niche you want to start your first product in, so you can then scale and grow that into a brand. Okay, so that's step one. Step two is and I tell all my students this that are in my course. I say find at least 30 to 50 potential products that you think might be a good fit for you to start with. Reason being is because there's so many products out there that you want to make sure you are choosing the right one. So starting with 30 to 50 products and putting them in a list, you can start then breaking down the numbers, breaking down the markets for you to pick the best potential product. Step three is basically, I like to call this the 10 product rule, is you break down those 30 to 50 products you have on a list, you break them down into 10, and then we start doing some deep analyzing of all the numbers, all the data, sales data, reviews, product cost, all this stuff. So once you have your top 10 potential products that you're thinking about doing, you want to pull out an Excel sheet, and that's what I have here. So basically, you want to break your Excel sheet down into the product, right? And I based this off of the grilling niche. I just picked it for this video. Your numbers are going to probably look way different. I didn't do any product research for this video. I just pulled 10 different products from the grilling and barbecue niche. So first product, grilling rack, grilling kebabs, grilling basket, grilling tongs, grilling gloves, grill light, thermometer, grill cover, grill set, grill mat, and then we break it down by monthly sales average. So how many units are these products selling per month? Sales rank average, what's the average rank for all these products? The price average, what are these products selling for? What's the price point? How many reviews do these products have on average? Then we go further into identifying the sourcing costs from Alibaba for all these products, and then we break down the potential profit per product, and then we start really diving deep into which products make the best sense. So I'm going to go over here to Google. We're on Facebook. Okay, so I have all these products pulled up, and where I got all this data from was from the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. If you don't have this, I'll leave a link down below for you guys. Just get the $99 version. That's all you're going to need. But when you pull these up, you want to pull it up for the first page, because our goal is to rank onto the first page to get all the organic sales that Amazon has to offer. So it's going to tell you all these different products on the first page. It's going to tell you the average monthly sale across all the products on this front page, the average sales rank, average price point, and average reviews. So that really gives you a ton of data, because obviously you want to take the averages. You don't want to just, if it's an average of all these people doing stuff, then it's pretty healthy to say that it's a healthy market and you're going to be able to jump in, and when you rank on the first page, you're going to be doing somewhere within these numbers. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you guys. So what I like to do is once we have our list with our top 10 potential products, we put all this data in. I like to go into each different section. So monthly sales average, I want to find the highest one. So I'm going to highlight which one's the highest. It's going to be this top one. So I'm going to click on the yellow, click right here, and then highlight that. So, oops, click the wrong button. Okay, so we highlighted the top sales per month for our top 10 products. We're going to go into average sales rank. We want to find the lowest sales rank out of all these products. That's going to be right here. I'm going to highlight that. Top average price. So I like to go for the highest price possible because usually when you're selling for more, your profit margins are better. So this product right here. And the reason I do this is because if one product has more boxes checked than all the others, and I'm going to dive deeper into that product. And the reviews average, I want to go at the lowest as possible. So as you guys can see, it's kind of scattered out. So we're going to have to dive deeper into looking at these products, right? So I have all these products pulled up right here, and I got all the data from all these. So what you're going to want to do next is once you have all these products, you want to go to Alibaba.com. Okay, now we're going to start searching up these products, seeing what we can price them at, seeing what we can source them for. This is going to be a longer part of the process because you're going to have to negotiate with the suppliers. It seems like it does take quite a bit of work up front, but it's really going to help you identify which product is the best. So we're going to contact suppliers for all of these 10 products, negotiate with multiple suppliers, and really dive down deep into the negotiations of the cost so we can really realize how much each product is going to cost us and the profit margins we're going to be able to make. Because in the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much sales you do. If your profit margin sucks, you could have all these fluffy numbers which you might see on the internet, but your profit's going to suck. So you might be doing 100,000 in sales per month, but only making a 10% profit margin at $10 versus someone who's doing $50,000 a month and is doing a 20% profit margin. They're making the same amount of profit per month. So don't let sales volume necessarily deter you from a product. If it has a lot higher profit margin than another one with big numbers, then that might be the best product to go with, if that makes sense to you guys. Again, if you guys have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. Again, you can also contact me on Facebook. But what we're going to do is let's look at this first product, grilling rack. So we're going to go to the grilling rack here on Alibaba, and we're going to start I like to contact at least 3 different suppliers for each product because you're going to realize that some of these suppliers are going to try to rip you off the bat. So you kind of want to negotiate all these suppliers off of each other to get the best prices possible. So what are these looking like? Any type of these little grill rack things. So we're going to look at a few different options. There's tons of different options. But we're going to find one on here and we're going to negotiate. So here's some grilling racks, some more grilling racks. Here's another one. Here's some more. So we're going to go in here and contact 3 suppliers. And then we're going to do the same thing for grilling kebabs, right? Okay, we're going to go in here, find the product we're looking for, contact 3 suppliers, so on and so forth. I don't want to bore you guys, but we're going to go in, we're going to negotiate prices, and once we have our set prices, we're going to want to combine the product cost plus the product shipping and then divide it by how many total units we're getting. So let's say it's $2,000 for your product for 500 units. It's another $1,000 for shipping, so you're in it for $3,000. We're going to divide that by 500. And that comes out to a $6 total cost per unit, okay? So then we'll go in here and let's say we're sourcing this for $6, right? $6, okay? Then we're gonna go back, which product was that? Okay, grilling racks. Okay, so let's say we're sourcing the grilling racks for $6, right? We're gonna go into Amazon and let's say what was the average price point on these grilling racks? $21.79. Okay, so we're gonna go on here and we're gonna pull some up, right? Let's pull up this one, and then let's start running our Amazon calculator. So if we're selling for $21.79, this guy's selling for less, but let's say we find one, we brand it right, we're going to sell it for $21.79. Product cost, okay, this is where you're going to put your product cost in. This calculator is free. Just go on to Amazon Scout FBA calculator, download the Chrome extension. So our product cost is $6. and our selling price is going to be $21.79. Obviously, that's kind of a random number, so you'd want to do like $20.99, $21.99. You could do $21.79 too, but so our return after the FBA fees and our profit is going to be $7.68. So right there we have $7.68 to really work with. So we're going to put that right here, and you're going to want to do this process for every single product. And again, kind of look at the weights and the dimensions on these listings. You'll be able to find them down below somewhere. Okay, you're going to be able to find all these different dimensions for these products because the FBA fees go by dimensions, weight, so on and so forth. Item weight, 1.2 pounds, and dimensions. So you kind of want to make sure you're finding listings that have the same dimensions as the product you're ordering to get a pretty accurate assessment of what the fees are going to be for your product. So let's say we do that for every single product. We find the sourcing cost, we find our potential product or profit per unit. Then we can start breaking down the overall numbers. So let's say we are making $7.68 per unit after every sale. It's selling an average of $1,392 per month. We add that in, let's say it's somewhere around $9,000 profit before ads cost, everything, so on and so forth. That's good. But when you look at these reviews, it's a little bit high. So let's say we find some other products in here, like let's say this one was 65 reviews on average or 142, but it has around that same monthly profit, even if it's doing less sales. Maybe it has a higher profit percentage. It could make the same amount of profit, if that makes sense to you guys. So just building out an Excel sheet with your top 10 potential products and really just breaking down every aspect of it is really going to help you pick your first product and get off to a great start. Okay, the top two things I like to look for is our overall profit. I don't really look at price point. Okay, I like to stay above the $18 range, but it all depends on your profit margin. Okay, that's at the end of the day, that is what matters, how much money you are taking home after all the costs. Okay, so I looked at the pricing average. I don't look at the pricing average that much. I look at the cost and the profit and the sales volume and the reviews. Those are the top things you're going to want to look at. So if you're, let me give you some examples. Let's say you have 3 potential products that all look good. Let's say they're all doing around the same amount of profit per month. You want to then kind of go back looking at monthly sales. Okay, it's a lot easier to restock 300 units than 1,400 units. The average reviews on this product are the lowest, and it's doing this many sales, this much profit. So it's really just going to help you break down all the potential variables with every product. So this is going to help you essentially, like when you're first starting, picking that perfect product. So I hope this video kind of helped you guys out. Again, if you guys have any questions, reach out to me on Facebook. I usually message back pretty quickly. But again, the main thing you guys need to take from this video, especially if you're beginners, is don't rush the product research process and really break down every product for what it is. Just because a product's doing $30,000 in sales, it could be operating on super low margins. Whereas if you were selling a product and doing $12,000 in sales, you still might make the same amount of profit per month. So don't always look at like sales numbers. Okay, guys, that doesn't make a good product. What makes a good product is consistent sales, as low of competition as possible, and just really profits at the end of the day. Because some of my products, like with private label, I think the highest profit I make after running ads on my top product is about a 40% profit margin. On average, I'm around 28 to 32% on most of my products after running ads, costs, and everything. But let's say you find a product where you could potentially make 35% profit on, right? And let's say you do $10,000 in sales. You're going to make $3,500 profit potentially on that product. Whereas if you're doing a product that has $30,000 in sales, but your profit margin's only 10%, you're still making roughly the same amount of profit. So don't let the sales numbers be the key thing in determining whether or not you're going to invest in a product. You have to break it down. Okay, so I hope this video gave you guys some clarity. I know it's very overwhelming when you're first starting. There's millions of products out there that you guys could potentially do, and really just picking the best one for you guys, and building out a brand is going to be super important. So just to go over it again, find your niche. Find which niche you want to build a brand in, a 5-10 product brand in. Step 2, find a minimum of 30 to 50 potential products within that niche. So then you can really start breaking it down to find the best possible one. Break it down to 10, like I said. Start verifying all these different variables, sales rank, profit, all this different stuff, and then analyze the data to make the best possible selection. If you guys enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, also join the Facebook group down below. Leave a thumbs up, and I'll be back tomorrow for the next video.